Today I'll share the recipe of a classic winter delicacy loved by one and all in the state of Orissa, preferably because this dish has a very typical classical sweet taste owing to the fact that it has been prepared from generations, and here it's called fish head cabbage fry. You can call it stir fry. It's a mixed dish, very tasty. I have included some green peas and some chickpeas. So this recipe surely calls for a try. People who love to eat fish head, they will surely try this, and believe me, the taste was so awesome. Some classical dish should never be altered, and this is one of them, especially made in winter days, and the taste is just awesome. Su's Food Corner special fish head cabbage fry. Hey guys, I am Subhankari and I welcome you all to my channel Su's Food Corner. I hope you all are doing great in your lives, and if you are new to this page, do subscribe to my page and do not forget to tap the bell button. And thank you all for loving my channel so much and liking my videos so much. So let's begin with this classic recipe. Here I have rohi fish. You can always use katla fish head. One large fish head I have taken. Actually it was a fish of around 3 kgs, so it's a large head, and I have cut it into half, and 2 large fish fillets, basically the middle portion, and it can be easily deboned, so that I have taken 2 pieces, and I have washed it nicely, and now I need to marinate with some spices. So here I have used turmeric powder around 1 tablespoon and salt as per taste, maybe it was around 1.5 teaspoon. So I'll just sprinkle this and nicely coat this fish head and the pieces with turmeric powder and salt, and let it marinate and sit in this turmeric powder and salt for around 15 to 20 minutes. This actually cleans the fish from inside and helps to absorb the spices inside the muscles of fish head. So this process is very important. Just marinate for around 20 minutes and that would be good. So this is done here. You can see how nicely I have done. I have marinated this fish head, and meanwhile I'll keep it for 20 to 30 minutes. So it's done. Then let's prepare the other part. Here I have taken a nice stone mortar and pestle, and here I have taken 10 to 12 garlic pods and 1 is ginger. Specially for this recipe, we don't want a paste of ginger and garlic, we want freshly crushed ginger and garlic, and believe me, fresh crushed ginger and garlic gives a very nice taste to the recipe. Basically the name of this dish in traditional Odisha, Odiyan name is called chechada, because we actually crush it, so it's called chechada, macho chechada. So that's the name owing to the fact that it is crushed, and the fish head is also crushed, and you can see in my video how beautiful the crushed ginger garlic is looking. It will release so fresh flavors in the curry. So that's it. We have crushed fresh ginger and garlic, and shredded cabbage I have taken 500 grams, the desi one, the organic one, and the 2 medium sized potatoes cubed, fresh green peas half a cup, and apart from that I have taken here chana dal or split chickpeas 1 cup. I have washed them and soaked them in normal water for around 2 hours. So if they have nicely actually soaked all the moisture, I can actually break it with my fingers, and so it's done here. Chickpeas or chana dal, so it's ready. As I said, you can always use moong dal in this recipe, but in Orissa people prefer to use chana dal. And 1 large size onion sliced I have taken, 2 medium tomatoes, these are my homegrown organic tomatoes, and 2 green chilies. So this is done. So after 20 minutes I have heated a large kadhai or pan, and when the oil is nicely heated, I'll very carefully add the fish head up in this way, the lower portion down, so that the oil doesn't splutter. And if you are a newbie, you can always cover this kadhai and let it fry on medium high flame for around 4 to 5 minutes, as because it's a large fish head, it will take some time to get fried. And so for 4 to 5 minutes on medium high flame, it will be nicely fried in this way, you can see. Then flip it up very carefully, and now at medium flame again fry it for more 4 to 5 minutes till you can see the fish head has shrunk a bit and it will turn golden brown. And as because I have done it many times, so actually I make this fish head sit on the oil so that the down portion can also be fried in this way, but it's actually optional. If you are not used to it, it absolutely not necessary, because it's a little risky process, the oil might splatter. But if you have done this, you can always do this. So after frying upside and down for 10 minutes approx, the fish head is almost fried, it's looking just perfect. Take them out from oil carefully. You can see how nicely it is golden fried, and this oil, the flavored oil, is the oil that I will be using for my curry. You can, if you want, you can remove some oil. I have actually taken out around 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil, and I have here some mixed whole spices, some cardamom, cinnamon, 3 to 4 cloves, 3 to 4 black peppercorns, and 2 whole green cardamom. So this goes inside this oil, and bay leaves goes in, and 1 teaspoon of panch phoron mixed spices that is used for tempering, readily available in market, that goes in. When it nicely crackles, I have add the sliced onions. Make sure you add sliced onions once the spices crackle, and then goes half teaspoon of salt is onion, so that the onions will release their moisture easily and will get nicely fried. So in medium high flame, roast these onions, fry these onions till they become golden brown. It will take around 4 to 5 minutes depending upon the quality of your onions, but make sure you fry these onions till they turn nicely golden, and then we'll add the rest ingredients. So after 8 to 10 minutes, my onions are looking nice golden. It has started to turn crispy. As here I have taken 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, and 2 to 3 red chili I have taken, the spicy one, and 3 tablespoons of water, and I have made a paste. And now to this onions goes 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder for the color, and 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And for spiciness, at this stage I have added the cumin paste. If you want, you can alter the amount of chilies in the cumin paste. So Kashmiri red chili powder goes for color, and the regular chili goes for spiciness level. You can adjust accordingly. Now mix everything, the oil, the spices, and everything will be nicely roasted. It will take around 2 to 3 minutes on medium flame till you see the oil separates. You can see in my video how nicely the oil has separated. Do not do this process on high heat, always do this process roasting of spices on medium flame. So once it's done, I will add the crushed ginger garlic that we had prepared freshly. I would strongly recommend to use freshly crushed ginger garlic, not the paste we use in normal blenders. So give it a nice mix, the fresh crushed ginger garlic with the spices, and the oil will release a very nice aroma. Just roast this for around more 3 to 4 minutes till you can see the oil has separated again in medium flame. So after 3 to 4 minutes, you can see in my video how beautifully the oil has separated, and the base of my kadhai is clear. Actually, I do get many questions about my cookware. I have updated the list of my cookware that I used in the description box, so you can check it out. I do have a lot of questions, so that's why I thought it's a better way to update. So if you have any queries about my cookware, you can always check the description box. And at this stage, once the masala or the spice mix is nicely roasted, I'll add the soaked chana dal, discarding the water, and then roast this soaked chana dal or chickpeas, split chickpeas with this masala paste for nice 4 to 5 minutes on medium flame till I see again the spices release the oil. And believe me, the roasting of the spices plays a very important role in such classic recipes, because it may take some time, because every time I roast masala, I am saying to roast it on medium flame. We are not doing it in high flame, and this actually gives flavor to this kind of recipes. And after 4 to 5 minutes of roasting on medium flame, the chana dal and the masalas have nicely roasted. So here I have added the cabbage, potatoes and tomatoes. All this goes in. A little amount of salt goes in according to taste. Make sure you to adjust salt accordingly, because we had added some salt to fry the onions. And now after adding cabbage, a very important tip here is that increase the flame to highest and then start mixing this cabbage with the spices, because if we reduce the temperature at this point, the cabbage will instantly release its moisture and it won't be a stir fry. The cabbage will be actually boiled. We don't want that consistency, we just want a nice stir fry. So increase the flame to highest and start mixing all the ingredients till everything is mixed. This is looking just awesome. So I have added some little amount of 2 to 3 tablespoons of water in the blender, in which I had actually blended the cumin seeds. So this goes in at this stage, and now cover it and at medium flame cook for around 10 to 12 minutes till the cabbage reduces its size and gets nicely mixed with the spices. So after 10-12 minutes, you can see the cabbage has reduced to half. So at this stage, increase the flame to medium and then add green coriander stems, not the leaves exactly, that we will add at last, just the stems, just that goes in. and the fried fish head goes here in. At this stage, just crush it using a spatula. We don't want to make a very small pieces, just crush it in this way and debone the fish pieces that we had fried and add the fish chunks, just a little chunky bits in this way. So this goes in. You can see how beautifully my fish is fried. It is just looking lovely. And now mix all the ingredients. The flavors of the fish will be nicely mixed with this cabbage and the chana dal or chickpeas with the spices will give a very beautiful flavor. So just mix it in this way as I am mixing on medium flame. So here I have mixed all the ingredients on open flame for around 2 to 3 minutes, and at this stage on medium flame add the fresh green pea that we had taken around half a cup. So this goes in and goes in 1 teaspoon of garam masala powder. It's my homemade garam masala powder. So this goes in at this stage. Now again mix it, the green peas with the garam masala powder. Nicely mix all the ingredients and now reduce the flame to lowest and cover it and let it cook for more 10 minutes. Initially we had cooked for around 12 minutes and now for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes you can see how beautiful my curry has turned out. The oil has released from its sides, the veggies are nicely roasted, flavored with the beautiful fragrance of fish, and the chunks of fish have nicely mixed with the vegetables. It's looking just lovely. I wish I could upload the aroma of this dish in this video, but that can't be possible. So I have made a beautiful video to show you step by step. And as you can see, my pan is perfect clean, nothing has stuck to the bottom of this pan, and it's just looking lovely. And now to add to the finishing touches, add dried fenugreek leaves or kasuri methi around 1 teaspoon, 2 green chilies slitted I have added, and the coriander, fresh chopped coriander leaves, the same we had added earlier. So at this stage goes the fresh chopped coriander leaves and our final ingredient, 1 tablespoon of clarified butter or ghee. This would wrap up everything, all the flavors, and our beautiful fish head stir fry with cabbage, green peas, chunks of fish and fresh chana dal with coriander leaves is ready. And actually here I want to show you the chickpeas or chana dal. We had just used it by soaking it, and this is the result. See, it is beautifully done. It's soft, perfectly done. How beautifully it has cooked, you can see. So this is the result of slow cooking. This should take around 45 minutes to be cooked. Classic old traditional dish, but yes, it has its own charm, lovely flavors, beautiful flavor of fish head with all the essential fish head oils inside this recipe, some great fiber content, great protein content, and yet the flavor is just awesome. And as I had said, these are the classic recipes and some recipes should not be altered, and I have tried my best to show you the perfect recipe according to me. Believe me, the flavor was so awesome, and people who come from Orissa, they know the taste of this dish and they love there. And if you have not tried this, do give this recipe a try. You will love the flavors, very delicate flavors, just takes a little bit time. Slow cooking is the key here. I hope you have liked this video. Do give a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and do not forget to subscribe to my page. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life, and happy fooding.